What's up, buttercups? Good day, you guys. Good day, sunshine. It's a beautiful sunny day. Bug is over here taking a nap. I don't know if you guys can see him. He is up on the pillow, just happy. All right, did everybody have a good weekend? What is going on in your spiritual worlds? All right, here's what I got. Conscious consumption. How conscious are you to your consumptions? To your consumption with sounds, people, opinions. How conscious are you to sugar? How conscious are you to the amount of sugar that your body is having to metabolize, to the amount of noise that you have to make sense of, to the amount of wine that you're consuming, to the amount of money. How conscious are you to the consumptions that operate in your unconscious? So that is, how much television are you watching? How much money are you wasting on unnecessary things? I cleaned a storage unit out this weekend. I pay $150 a month for that storage unit. 80% of the things that were in that storage unit, I took to the Goodwill. How conscious was I to consuming those things? How conscious was I to, I was still spending that money. So that's consumerism right there. I was spending money on something I wasn't consciously aware that I was kind of wasting money on. So just being mindful of your consciousness in your consumption. How much coffee do you consume? Anything, you guys. Any unconscious programming that is consuming your resources in any way, shape, or form. Okay? That is the message that has been loud for me. So I'm sharing it with you. All right, so let's pull some cards. Let's see what kind of messages want to come through for today. Monday, April the 5th. Today is 4/5/2021. That number breaks down to an 11. So that is a divine number. That is a master number. It is the first master number. So we're kind of in this new space of enlightenment. I hope everybody is feeling pretty enlightened. I myself have been going through a spiritual awakening. I have been completely awakened in so many ways. It's wild. It's wild. All right, let's see. For today, April 5th, 2021. Monday, fun day. Hope everybody had a good Easter. Grasshopper spirit, take a leap of faith. Skunk spirit, know your worth. Turkey, give with grace and gratitude. That is the other thing that I have been very conscious to lately. How much gratitude am I really conscious to? So there have been some things that I have not observed in the most empowering context. And I am shifting that experience in a way where I'm saying, I am so grateful that I now have this opportunity. I have so much gratitude right now. This is not how I saw things going, but I have so much gratitude for where I'm at right now. It is so amazing and abundant and beautiful and empowering, and all the things that I need, I have. All the things that I want to manifest are coming to me. So I share that with you as a way to say, how much gratitude and grace are you embodying right now? And just really trusting the process of where you're at, where you're headed, what you want. I ran into a friend of mine a few weeks ago who has been my friend for 20 plus years, who is a mechanical engineer and can fix anything. my car needed to be fixed. I thought about buying a new car. I gotta tell you, I don't want a car payment. And I love my car. It gets almost 40 miles to the gallon. And since gas prices right now are kind of hitting the roof again, skyrocketing, I don't need to spend money on gas. So I've been driving this car since college. I love this car. It is a 5-speed. It has gotten me to everywhere where I've needed to go since that moment. I drove it off the car lot. So honestly, I feel very grateful for that experience. And I'm really, gracious that I still am able to drive that car because it is a really good car. So it needed some repairs and I didn't want to buy a new car. And you take a car to the mechanic and it isn't cheap. It's not cheap. So I ran into a friend of mine who I've known for over 2 decades, who is a very dear friend of mine. And I said, hey, you got time to fix my car? And he said, yes, I do. And he even had an extra car for me to drive. So I drove my car over there. I went from my little Pontiac Vibe to a Mercedes SUV. He has a Mercedes. He said, go ahead and drive my car. I said, well, he had a few cars. He said, you can drive this one. It was a really nice car. I had to fill it up with gas 4 times in 1 week. Okay? As nice as that car was, I did not want that responsibility. Sorry. But I was super gracious that he was able to fix my car and send me on my way for almost next to nothing. And I had some things that I was going to donate, and he had the need for them. It turned out being a very synchronized experience, and I feel very gracious to that. So I feel grateful. I feel empowered. I feel like everything I need is coming to me in a way that is supposed to come to me that makes sense. So if you can embody that coherence of a frequency that by emitting the thought into the field, it will come back to you. If you're embodying the feeling of gratitude. Okay? So I say that because I really have been practicing that, and it is really working. So there you go, you guys. Let's pull some tarot. See what the tarot has to say for today. King of Cups, 7 of Wands, 6 of Cups, 3 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, Page of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, baby, 7 of Cups, Devil, whew, 6 of Pentacles, one more. All right, let's see, Moon. Okay, you guys, there is some experience about the past that you are now getting really conscious and clear to around what you need to do in order to take care of yourself, where your boundaries are. So how that might look for you could be current. I was looking at these old photos last week of myself. I sure had a lot of sugar. I sure drank a lot of pop. And that's one of the things I'm becoming very conscious to is how much sugar did I intake as a child? And how does that have an impact on me now? I owned a pastry shop for 10 years. And even though I didn't consume pastries all day, every day, I was very conscientious of the fact that I was selling sugar, and that can be a very addicting thing for people. And so how was that for me? I'm seeing now how I need to set limits and boundaries for myself related to some unconscious things that were occurring when I was young that I am now becoming conscious to now as an adult that may have had an impact on my ability to stay conscious of my health. So by being aware of these subconscious patterns that are running in the background, you then become conscious to what you need to do to overcome that and allow for a new flow of energy to be embodied. And that's when you really, can take a moment, pull back, and learn some new things about what needs to be learned around what has kept you trapped in unhealthy patterns, and then really embodying the frequency of self-care so that something new can be cultivated. Something new that may seem scary at first, stressful at first. There is some fear there, but you're learning some new things about self-love that may have been confusing, that may have been related to addictive patterns. Sugar can be very addictive, and how you can now take that frequency and use it to teach others, to be a space, to use that towards your mission. You might not see that yet right now, though. One of the things I have done in the past has been a counselor. One of the things I'm looking at doing again is reinstating my counseling license and doing that work again. I can use this experience to help others become conscious to their own unconscious patterns. But there is some fear of the unknown. But things are shifting. There is some fate at play here around how you've carried a heavy load related to how there's been some burdens related to your self-worth that you're now becoming conscious to. And that's powerful. That's a pretty cool thing. So, cool. All right, let's see. What are the blocks for you to learning these new things, to overcome these particular unconscious patterns? Nine of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Page of Wands. There is some drama around. There is some overconsumption here that can that you may have been caught up in terms. There might have been some stress hormones, patterns related to lack and insecurity and drama that you may have. Overconsumption may have brought that. Overconsumption of anything, like I said, food, money, anything material, anything that doesn't. You might have had an unconscious pattern to unworthiness or whatever the addictive stress hormone is. The addictive pattern is. You are now that by becoming conscious to these unconscious habits around maybe a lack mentality, and maybe you grew up around people that didn't value money or didn't know how, and so that mindset has affected your ability to make money in your own reality. Maybe your own overconsumption of alcohol has affected your ability to really stay grounded and stand in your own power. It could look like anything. Okay, so just being conscious to that pattern is what's going to overcome the block. Okay, that the pattern that's in the way. So let's see, messages from your higher self here. Star, healing, Three of Swords, broken heart around you're healing some hurt around something that you thought was stable and solid, but is actually not good for you. So you're healing that right now. And you're moving into redesigning a new future. So keep doing the work to heal that energy. Because where are we headed here? Seven of Pentacles, Page of Cups, Lovers, Knight of Pentacles. So really working on manifesting. You've worked really hard to create something that is coherent, and you're deciding to move in a direction that is slow and steady and stable. Okay? Slow and steady wins the race. responsibly. Okay? So by becoming conscious, by becoming so conscious, you then can start to trust yourself, your worth, your ability to take charge of your own life in a way that is grounded with grace and gratitude, even though you might have experienced hurt, loss, pain, confusion, drama, lack, overconsumption, addiction, whatever. You're now working, you've been working really hard to create coherence, and you're deciding to move in a direction that is stable and slow. Okay, that's good. I like that. Responsibility, tangibility, graciousness, and from a place of love, from a place of coherence, resonance, energetic resonance. All right, observer, new life, higher power. So you are in this new space. You're looking, there is some inquiry about seeing how the past has gotten you here and just trusting divine guidance, just trusting that you are where you need to be and that where you're headed is in alignment with source. Okay? Because you might not know right now, and that's okay. That's the idea, that being in the here and now is really being in the unknown, and that take by not having to analyze or predict or plan, just be here and now and trust in the process is what is going to just bring things to you. Okay, stay grounded with grace and gratitude, trust the process, move slowly into this new way of being, be honest with yourself, be true to what you're up to, and focus on your mission. Okay, trust in the divine guidance. All right, you guys, have a good rest of the day. I will see you again mañana. Okay, ciao for now.